Hey everybody, you are listening to the FreeMatt Podcast. Thank goodness I didn't screw that up royally. To my constitutional right, and I did not forget to do it this time, constitutional right, there's a gentleman by the name of General Patrick Flynn.
How you doing, people?
Straight out of the mean streets of New Jersey. Not really. The chemical wasteland known as New Jersey.
Yeah.
The super fun site.
Could I at least get Jersey Girl from Coyote Ugly if we're going to New Jersey? Because she was cute.
That's bad. I don't remember that one.
What?
I am largely...
Piper something was...
Piper Peraboo?
Yes!
Piper Peraboo? Maybe.
She had a USA series called Covert Affairs.
Yes, I remember her.
Yeah.
It did not rub me in my special place.
It did not, but did you?
I have a... No. It actually ranges down there with the bad skin on the bottom of my feet. Like the wet boots causes the bad skin.
Yeah.
It's like a step before... It's a step above toe fungus and a step below gangrene. No. I'm just kidding, folks. As always, more ums. Yes, obviously more ums. No, it's like, I gotta have more ums.
Well, you'd think you'd get...
There's no cowbells, just no more ums.
Yeah, just more ums. I got a fever!
I got a fever!
And the only prescription is more ums!
Gotta have some ums. Alright, folks. The infamous libertarian round table, squared off at the ends, of course. News and social commentary from your North Mogadishu news commentary, libertarian anarchist moronical outreach program known as the FreeMatt Podcast. And yes, if you can't handle that and it sounds stupid, well, you can just...
That was a long list. I'm not gonna lie. That was a long title.
Just drink piss. Just... If you don't like it, go drink piss.
I don't like Budweiser.
Somebody says, "Why? Miller Lite is too hoppy. What do you suggest?" I was like, "Why don't you just try a cup of piss, like a warm cup of piss?"
Okay, first off, original MGD, is decent for mass-produced piss water.
I was trying to which one was like the champagne of beers?
High Life, Miller High Life.
I'm like, and people complain about High Life, and I was like, I don't think you understand. That's like a mainstay.
Well, it depends on what you compare it to.
If you want to, look, if you're a redneck trying to feel fancy, it's all you, baby.
Well, like I said, it depends on what you compare it to, because to me, all the beers are good when you compare them to Steel Reserve.
Steel Reserve. For you folks that aren't that classy, it's Steel Reserve.
God.
What was it? I was trying to think of Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. And then it would be like, Steel Reserve, for you not so classy people. You're like, shut up, FreeMatt. I drink Steel Reserve. Hey, my mom drinks Steel Reserve. Like, when your mother's still wrong.
I drank it, but every time I drank it, in my defense, it was free. So, it's...
If you don't pay for it, it doesn't count.
Whatever, for whatever that's worth.
Was it Tequila Rose? You're over there drinking Tequila Rose, you're like,
dude,
but I didn't pay for it.
I saw this drink, and there's a meme about it. It's called Vodka. It's vodka and tequila.
I've had that.
In a drink. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I've had that.
Because tequila, okay. But see, my system is too Irish and too Honduran for that Russian shit called vodka.
The old irk and jerk.
Yeah,
That's the irk and jerk.
My system does not do vodka. I don't care if we're talking Grey Goose, what level of vodka you want to do.
I always think I know people that drink whiskey and what have you.
But whiskey's good.
Well, no. There's no. I'm not faulting that. I'm like, people know who drink whiskey, been known to go and like start a riot.
Yeah.
People drink beer. Obviously, love a good scrum. Love a good love violence and stupid shit like that. But the weirdest thing is, I was like, I never hear stories about like what happens with tequila, like stereotypes, like those little bandits, the banditos, running around. Not the motorcycle club guys,
Tito
but
and Tarantula.
yeah, like the guys running around like shooting guns. Aye.
That's why I said Tito and Tarantula.
Yeah, acting like a bunch of nuts. And I was like, I don't know anybody else. Like people like to go. Well, people like to go. They like to go screw around. Enjoying a good buzz off some tequila, go screw around. But to be honest with you, I don't know if it has that there's some chemicals in there. It causes the mental instability that gives birth to things like riots. It
does, but I mean, me personally, it's like tequila and a lime. I've never been tequila, lime, and salt. It's just the lime is good for me, but the salt not so much.
No, both of those. But look, I'm like one of those people. Why don't you just drink freaking booze? Look, you do too much dang work. Look, it's too much work for me to like stick it in, to pour the stuff in my mouth to begin with. It's another. I gotta follow it up with a bunch of other crap that doesn't get me drunk.
You don't have to. It's just if you want to.
But you look like the town jackass if you don't. Somebody saw me shoot.
But tequila and lime is good.
Somebody saw me shoot tequila, not an assault weapon, but
yeah, tequila.
A shot of tequila. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And Parkland people.
Parkway Drive.
No. Parkland, the Parkland, Florida, the high school.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bad segue joke.
Meh.
You're like,
if people are listening to this and they don't have thick skin, turn the channel now.
Yeah, kids, don't shoot unless you're shooting tequila. David Hogg.
Oh.
David Hogg, my favorite punching bag. But anyway, guys, I just look. Why can't you just drink the dang booze? Like we've made it like where they even make like not the mixed drinks, but like the bottle, like Tequila Rose. They doctored the crap out of the booze. And I'm like, what's the freaking point? Like I can't believe like we actually made booze back in the day, like before they decided to make like this, marketing garbage in a bottle, like Tequila Rose. I keep saying Tequila Rose until people quit drinking it. I've just boosted somebody's like stock price. But the thing is, I was like, before they started making that crap, people just drank booze. I guarantee you somebody out there was just walking around with a paper bag with not the fifth and the 125 of
old number 7
vodka,
drinking in heaven.
So, and I'm like, people would Thunderbird, like a step above Thunderbird, pop off vodka. And the thing is, but in a paper bag. It makes it much better.
It's that Russian shit, man.
But here's the thing. People used to drink booze, and they drank booze straight. And Look,
if Jack and Coke is good enough for Lemmy, shut the fuck up.
I have a dream, folks. I have a dream where we drink our booze straight.
Like I said, if Jack and Coke is good enough for Lemmy fucking Killmister.
I'm going to tell you this much.
Lemmy fucking Killmister. Shut the hell up.
I have a dream that we drink Old Crow at room temperature right out of the bottle.
No, I'm with you on the room temperature because most cold drinks or cold liquors suck.
I just think we're doctoring this too much, putting it in the freezer.
Well, what about Jaeger?
Don't bring Jaeger into this.
I drink
my Jaeger straight.
Yeah, but still. What about Jaeger in the freezer? Yeah.
I look sheepish. I'm known for walking down the road of Norfolk, Virginia, drinking not Everclear, oops, Freudian slip, and Jägermeister out of a paper bag.
And you still need, one of these days, and it may be a day when I intentionally say I'm coming over and crashing. I'm going to bring a bottle of Jaeger and I'm going to bring 2 Big Route 44 from Sonic with bark fruit beer and vanilla in them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And you are about to try that shit.
I'll believe
It'll change your life.
It's like a snack in a cup. It's a delicious alcoholic-fueled snack. It tames even the most savage beast. People that hate Jägermeister, I was like, that stuff, that's like riot fuel.
How the fuck do you hate Jägermeister?
I think some of the best,
and
some of the best events in history. I guarantee you the Berlin Wall fell because of somebody had a bottle of,
bottle of Jaeger.
Hey, what are you drinking on there, buddy? Some Das Jägermeister. Like the Germans. What are you drinking? Was trinkst du? Ich trinke ein Jägermeister. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys.
Some people say that tastes like black licorice, but I never tasted like black licorice to me. I think black licorice sucks, but Jaeger's good.
It tastes like optimism.
We'll go with it.
For you people who can't handle it. Like, well, I mean, I really want to mix with some Red Bull. I've heard that was good.
No, fuck that.
Just drink it.
Fuck that. It sucks with Red Bull.
Come on.
Now, if you do want to do the energy route, honestly, do it with a Monster. It's way better.
I'm going to tell you, just drink it. It makes you feel...
I've done that too.
It lifts your spirits inside.
Hell, I've done that shot for shot because people want to do red Jaeger bombs, and I've done it shot for shot for double Jaegers.
Oh,
that was a bad night for me, but it was still fun.
This is a just newly discovered part of your body called the feels. And it's right under your ribs. And if you put your hand right under your ribs and you kind of pull in a little bit, rolling your hand.
I can't, my battle damage.
That is called your feels. And you know what the Jägermeister does? It brings a warming sensation to the feels.
But my feels are bruised.
They're still there. Believe me, if you had Jägermeister, your feels would be... All right, folks. When we weren't talking about booze or doctored garbage, we're going to take a quick crack hit. Tyler Durden from ZeroHedge.com.
You just like saying Tyler Durden.
Tyler Buttwhite Durden.
I knew it!
And obviously, his article was the April 23rd, 2018. And this was, I believe it was 10 pedestrians struck van, Toronto hit and run. Look, if you're looking for it, just look it up on Zero Hedge. Tyler Durden. The official title was Toronto Killer Van Attack, Suspect Named as Attic Manasian. And obviously, there was a bunch of updates and a lot of people that completely screwed the story up. People jump instead of getting real details. I think they just wing it.
They speculate, because there's money in speculation, period.
It's like an oil driller. Except for oil drilling is productive. Oh! Ding! Thank you. All right, folks. According to NBC, and we're going to hit the low points here, quoting multiple law enforcement officials in Canada, or as I call Canada, and the U.S., the preliminary theory is that Manasian may have had mental health issues and had an online discussion about Elliot Rodger, who went on a rampage at UC Santa Barbara. Quick little side note. He was one of the involuntary celibate idiots in California who went and shot up a bunch of people because he was a wuss who didn't have a good life.
Celibate?
No wonder they call it incel. Involuntary celibate. People who don't live their own life. You're a man who's an incel. You don't live your own life. Look, if you're not very talented in the screwing women category, you can focus your energies on other things. Not shooting people up and driving vans into people. Fucking jackass. That's a little side note for Matt FreeMatt. Focus your energies on learning skills. You might not know, But you can do other things. You can go to events. You can read.
Hell,
you can study.
Concerts, even.
You can indulge your mind in all sorts of opportunities where you can learn and you can embrace other activities and cultures and stuff. You don't have to be sour about it. And yeah, I'm one of those people, like I don't laugh about the involuntary celibate people. I'm just saying, you're too daggum stuck in yourself to just learn something and actually expand who the blank you are. And that's Elliot Rodger especially. He's dead. I hate speaking ill of dead, but he ran around and shot a bunch of women because they wouldn't give me sex. They wouldn't give me sex. That's not how he talked, but I said it anyway. The whole thing is nobody owes you anything in this life.
Well,
but you can use your energy in the 24 hours in a day to do something, to be positive. You don't even have to be positive, just be you. Anyway, that was a quick
segue.
Yeah. As of now, the suspect's motive remains uncertain. By the way, later, this is one of my notes. His purpose, obviously worshiping Elliot Rodger and the writing up the involuntary celibate army.
Maybe.
I mean, like, thinking like he's like, or, you know, they're going to raise up the basement dwellers or raising up the zombie army.
What?
I'm just kidding. I just went off on the...
Call George A. Romero.
Yeah.
You do know you just made some apocalypse. Ah, brain, speak, work.
Zombie apocalypse.
Apocalyptic people happy.
Not Apocalypse Now. Unrelated.
Now, my question is, though, since I'm wondering how long it's going to take before we get a van attack here, and I'm wondering when are they going to ban vans?
You're damn right. Is a responsible man in this world. I speak for the other soccer moms. We need to ban these dangerous assault vans now.
Fully automatic transmission.
With bayonet, chainsaw bayonet attachments.
Bump stock brakes.
High capacity
fuel tank, 25 gallons or more.
What about the children? What about the children? These people make me sick. Look, we need to look. AAA, the people and the supporters of AAA need to be rounded up now. According to a police update, which I'm not going to be able to use that voice for much longer, 9 people have been killed and 16 people injured as a result of the van striking pedestrians in Toronto on Monday. Monday. Oh, Monday. 9 people have been killed and 16 people injured as a result of the van striking pedestrians. Toronto, Monday. Which is not entertaining. People dying and being injured in a van attack is not entertaining. It's news.
Well, some people say news is entertainment. That's the scary part.
Somebody's got warm and fuzzy seeing like negative news like this, or like the Houthi rebels, the Hutu rebels in Yemen were hit by a missile strike by a Saudi warship. And you're like, yay! You're like, that's not optimistic. Like, is there one person who only likes the negative news? They're like, that's the best damn thing I've heard. Earthquake killed 70 people.
Maybe because it makes them feel better because they can't stand how pathetic their life is.
It's not me. Earthquake killed 70 people. It wasn't 71.
Probably.
Like there's some like really off-key shitheel. It's like, it's not 71. It's not me. Until they can provide us with details, it would be appropriate to speculate on whether incident is a terror attack.
You mean inappropriate?
Oh, yeah, inappropriate.
You're welcome.
I don't have glasses. Even FreeMatt fails us on occasion. Now, folks, this was a couple of days ago, but I wanted to reflect. It was ironic, and they did put this in the news that not only did ISIS or an ISIS-related group did not try to take credit. Most of the time when stuff like this happens, somebody, even unrelated, like the first person to jump and take credit for it, even if they had nothing to do with it. That's like General Patrick Flynn getting drunk and wrecking a car. And then before he could take accountability, like, personal accountability for his own screw up, it's like my neighbor goes, "I'm the drunk that wrecked that car." Like the local Crips wrecked a car.
And I'm like, you go right ahead.
Pardon me, whatever local street gang you have, I could just name one and it would be like them taking credit for somebody, oh yeah, drive by and, the 32nd Street Klan or whatever mowed down a bunch of drug dealers. Like, local 32nd Street Klan spokesman says they're taking credit for early Thursday morning drive-by. Anyway, represent, yo. Fuck your shit.
Fuck your couch.
Sorry.
You threw a couple of Rick James and some fuck your couches, it might be
Rick
alright.
James.
Fuck your couch.
Oh, Lord. They talked about roughly about witnesses and stuff like that. They said about people. I will say one positive thing. People were trying to revive some of the victims that got hit by the vans. Pardon me, not more than one van. But police showed a lot of restraint in those reports that he said the police were yelling at the suspect to put his hands in the air. And he says, "I have a gun in my pocket." And after you've mowed down that many people, most of the time the police are on edge. I hate to say this, they're usually not going to be very sympathetic when you were putting your hands in the air and saying, "I have a gun in my pocket." Somebody's going to shoot you usually. The weird thing is, somehow they got him on the ground and arrested him. Or they, stopped him without him reaching for a gun.
Lead was not thrown.
Caught by suicide. There's a term called caught by suicide.
Don't you mean suicide by cop?
Caught by suicide. Yep, that's even better. Suicide by cop.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Just like a cop busting in your house and shoots you and says, "Stop or I'll..."
Whoops.
Yells, "Whoops." The van is marked as belonging to the rental company Ryder, which suggests a London copycat terrorist attack. Recall the van used in the March 2017 deadly attack on the London Bridge was also a rental.
So do we call Ryder to restrict their fuel capacity down to 15 gallons now?
Look, David Hogg would agree with this. We need to boycott Ryder and U-Haul. These people, the blood is on your hands. There is no such thing as agency. The blood is on your hands. Ryder and AAA, you're going down. We will boycott. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School is going to have another walkout because of you. You had blood on your hands. Skinhead lesbians are going to be protesting everywhere because of you. Anyway, we don't even have a segue for this one. I'm just so intense.